Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's go to today's video session. Here we go. Hadouken, oh, you can do. Welcome back, Panasonic 3DO back. Yeah. So how do you like my rocky rock music as always? So welcome back. Today it's a little bit different. So we're going to be talking about this remarkably stunning machine. Maybe the customers and people don't buy as much, but how wrong can people be? There were some mistakes done by Panasonic company themselves. Panasonic is a great company. It is the world's largest electronic company alive. That's being said, they have released some amazing products. If you look at the lineup of products from 2018 or even to 2020, they made some amazing products. What kind of products are we talking about here? Televisions, digital cameras and camcorders, microwaves, the DVD, Blu-ray, HD recorders. They've done so many different things. Do you know the one thing I like about one of them? Have you heard about the cordless phones? I know this might sound funny. I'm talking about this video. The cordless phones, right? There is this. It gives you two of them. You got one downstairs, one upstairs, right? And both of them got really good color screens. They got really good features. Obviously, we're not going to be talking about stuff like that. But his products, whatever products he's made, they got scores of 5 out of 5. And they are award-winning products. Yeah, the award-winning products, man. I know some products like his televisions, microwaves, the Blu-ray and HD recorders. They got some awards, It's been said some of these products are the #1 products on the market and they're award-winning. Okay? But that's not the same thing what happened with Panasonic 3DO. First of all, let's get something straight here. Because a lot of people are not even telling you much of this. Because when the people are showing these consoles, they should talk a bit about the console. Panasonic, right? 3DO. What is two names doing in one system? Did you know? It wasn't just Panasonic in there. Panasonic, Gold Star, Sanyo. These were the 3 brands that took part in 3DO against consoles. But the main one was Panasonic. Who made 3DO? And why is the word 3DO doing in there? It's bizarre, isn't it? Now, the main person who developed this system is, if you look front of the box, it gives you away. Okay? Panasonic is from Japan. 3DO is from America. Did you see how it works? It's Japan and America in there. Okay? So, Panasonic was the person who developed this system. It's Matsushita Electric, isn't it? Something co-electric. They're from Osaka, Japan. It gives away all information. If you got the box of Panasonic 3DO FZ10 games console, right at the bottom on the left hand side, it tells you that the left part is English, the right part is a different language. Okay? So Panasonic was the main person who developed this system. They got the casing and all the hardware together. They knew how to make this system. Who the heck is 3DO? Who is he? 3DO is a man called Trip Hawkins. He's American. So this company got together with Panasonic. They're just a game developer. They make just software. They don't make systems, okay? So don't get confused. I know the system says Panasonic 3DO multiplayer game system. That's why it's called, isn't it? The point is, the main responsible person is Panasonic, okay? Now they're saying this system is multiplayer, isn't it? We'll go a bit in that later on. Now let's get these 3 disadvantages why the Panasonic 3DO didn't do so well. Okay? Number 1, originally this console was released in 1993 and it carried on to 1996. So approximately 3 years it stayed on the market. Okay? Which is pretty interesting. Some people thought it was 2 years. No, it's not. It ran about 3 years. In terms of Japan, in his home territory country, is 3 years. Maybe in other countries it was from 94 to 96. So that makes it 2 years, doesn't it? And the other thing was that if you look at the year of 1993, what era was that? Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo. They released it at that time when the popularity was of the 16-bit era and everybody was really interested in that. So they go on, make their very powerful games console called Panasonic 3DO in the wrong time. It was released in the wrong time. Okay? The second thing is that if you look at every console, including Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo, if you look at the front, there be 2 ports. 2 ports to do multiplayer gaming. But in Panasonic 3DO, there's only 1 port. It can be Panasonic 3DO FZ1. It can be Panasonic 3DO FZ10. They both got the same port on there. A lot of people don't actually like that. Some people couldn't understand it. They go, how is this a multiplayer games console? It was ignored because of that as well. Which is quite disappointing to have 1 port up front of the console. So how do you do multiplayer on this machine? So basically it's a control pad, right? Right at the top, there was a tab. You take it off, right? And at the top, you can see some pins. And you know what you're doing there? You get the pad 2 connector. You put that inside that port of pad 1. That's how you do multiplayer. Can you see? There's one control port on there. So you use the first pad, you put it in there, but then use the extension port in there to put the second pad in there. And it makes it 2-player. It worked like that. First of all, a lot of people don't like it because it's like one port on there. And the second thing that people start thinking, which was really stupid, often think like that, because these wires were really long. Okay? What these people are thinking, if we are using the first pad and we put the second pad port inside there, right? Sorry, the connector, right? We could pull each other. They're thinking that. So if the one person does that, if I'm pulling to the left, I'll probably throw him on top of me. How's that going to happen? How's that possible? Because the wire's really long. If you ever bought a Panasonic 3DO, or just watch the unboxing video on YouTube, the wires are really long. How can, even they put the port on top of it, how can you get pulled like that? That can't happen. This is what a lot of people are very silly, because they don't concentrate, they don't think, do they? First look at the control pads, how it works. Obviously you put into the first control port, which is the only one there, and then you got another, you keep on putting, you see each pad has the extension from one pad to second pad, third pad, fourth pad. It's like that, you see, because each control pad has that port in there. You see, all control pads have that. So you keep on making a long line there. I don't think anybody can get pulled. What they're thinking of. Yeah, I think rather than doing that, they could have put 2 ports at the front of the system. It would have been a lot better if they did that. Because a lot of people don't like the idea, they think they're going to get pulled. I don't think that's possible. That can't happen. If you're thinking like that, then it's wrong. Because these cables were really long. Okay? So that was the second one. And the third one is the most worstest one of all of them. Price tag. Price tag. Is the world's most expensivest games console ever released. It was between from $700 to $850. When the system was released in the UK, oh my gosh, you know how much it was? $399.99. That's £400. That's too much. Only a rich person in the UK can buy that. A normal person can't buy it. How is a young person, a 12, 13, around about 11 or a 12, 13, 14-year-old, how's he supposed to get that money out? Where's he going to get the money from? Obviously his parents. What if his parents don't give the money? Do you know Panasonic think of that? Come on, they're only teenagers, 11, 12 years old. If you're a youngster, you're not going to be able to afford it. Okay? But if you're over 18 and you're in a job, well, you're in employment, then you probably could buy it. I think a lot of people would still want to pay that. Because it's too much money. What the heck? In 1993, you expect to pay that kind of price? That is 2-3 times more expensive than Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's totally crazy. Now these were the 3 points that this system was bad. I think these are the 3 things people looked at. And they didn't like the whole idea. Now, let's look at something else now. How good was this actually system? Was it really that good? Can Sega Mega Drive really match the greatness of Panasonic 3DO? in gaming graphics. No chance. No way. No chance. Looks like a flipping joke. What about Super Nintendo with FX chip? Could that do anything? The FX chip was just for special effects, and there's nothing else, and just be clearer graphics. Did you know all three of the consoles have the same game? This was quite interesting. Super Street Fighter New Challenges came on Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo. Okay? But there was a Street Fighter game on Panasonic 3DO. Was it the same game? People keep on saying that it's the same game. Understand, Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo had a game called Super Street Fighter 2 New Challenges. And if you look in that game, there's no game speeds, and there's not the extra character Akuma in there. He's not in there. Because in the cutscene, he's not even in there, is there? Because he's not supposed to be in there. These graphics, this gameplay, this smoothness, this fluidness, Hadouken. Sega Mega Drive Super Nintendo didn't have it. Didn't have all that. It wasn't that good on it. Obviously, out of 16-bit era, Super Nintendo version was the best. Now I'm going to talk about the Panasonic 3DO version. What game was that? Was that Super Street Fighter 2 New Challenges? No. It was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's the game was on Panasonic 3DO. This is the next follow-up game from Super Street Fighter 2 New Challenges, and is one of the best game from the Street Fighter 2 series alive. Okay, so what do you get in this game? In Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, you get absolutely amazing graphics animation. Wow, the animation was extraordinary in this game. Very smooth gameplay and very fluid fireballs. Hadouken. Oh, you can. This game was epic on Panasonic 3DO. Nothing can touch that, man. Now, in this game, in this cutscene, in this game, there's Akuma. Because it's called Super Street Fighter Turbo. He's supposed to be in it. And so in this game, there's Akuma. And if you start the arcade mode, you will see game speeds 1, 2, and 3. It's all that in there. But when you go to game speed 3, you go. They move really fast. Okay? They do that. The game goes really fast. So if you put 10 stars and you put that speed in there, the game's really tough. Okay? So this was a very special game on there. What other consoles can we talk about that this system's better than? It's definitely better than Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo. They can't touch this thing. SNK, AES, SNK and Neo Geo City. It's just a 2D hardware, isn't it? Okay, legendary games, stuff like that from SNK. But all the games are just from SNK, aren't they? And ADK, and nobody else really, is it? They're full of them, just two developers. This system of SNK, both of them, aren't good as Panasonic 3DOs are. No, they're not. They're not good as that. There were good games like King of Fighters and Fate to Fury, Samurai Shodown, Metal Slug, Polestar, Blazing Star, and so on. They had games like that, but the state-of-the-art technology under Panasonic 3DO is just too powerful for even the SNK system. And then if you look on between these lines, further up on the lines, there was Atari Jaguar. Was that any good? Atari Jaguar. You know what? That is by far the worst game console ever developed. Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, SNK, Neo Geo AES, and Neo Geo City is worse than them. is a worse system than them. This system had terrible game developers. Atari Jaguar we talking about. It had terrible game developers on it. And most majority of these games, okay, let's name you some. Okay. Atari Karts, it's a copy of Mario Kart, and it's not as good as that. Bobsy, the Mega Drive era, it's not as good as that. Terrible games, man. Terrible. Dragon Bruce Lee Story, okay, they're saying that the graphics are a little bit better with better music, but still, the game is just like Mega Drive and Super Nintendo. It still looks like a 16-bit graphics. I don't really think this is a really good 64-bit game. It's terrible. Then you got Pitbull, again, from Mega Drive Super Nintendo again. Flashback, Mega Drive Super Nintendo again. The best version was the Mega Drive one, by the way. What is going on? It's terrible. What are these games, right? And there's another game, Zool 2. Alright, this one's Zool 2, but the Mega Drive Super Nintendo had Zool. But the graphics are just like 16-bit. This system is terrible. It was supported by 16-bit games. How is this Atari Jaguar 64-bit? Oh man. It's only got games like, okay, let's look at 64-bit games. Alien vs Predator. How good was that? Okay, bit more realistic graphics. It was only just average gameplay in it. Checkered Flag. Okay, it's trying to be 64-bit. It's a copy of Virtual Racing. Then you got Doom. Maybe that's just the best game on it, really. Then you got Iron Soldier. That is one of the finest game of the whole library. Iron Soldier 2 came on Jaguar and Jaguar CD. Jaguar CD had cutscenes, looked a lot bit smoother and stuff like that. Overstrike, you know, games like that. Tempest 2000 was a great shooter. 05. Trust me, there's not much interesting games on there. Rayman, Super Burner, it's just games like that. How good is that? How good is this machine for a 64-bit? Not that good. Not that good. Then we had Sega Saturn. Before we go for Atari Jaguar is not good as Panasonic 3DO either. Can you see? Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, SNK Neo Geo AES, SNK Neo Geo CD, New CD, Atari Jaguar. None of these are good as Panasonic 3DO. Nope, none of them are. Panasonic 3DO wiped the floor of them. Okay? In terms of playing games, it's the best system Panasonic 3DO is. Now we're going to Sega Saturn. How good is that? Is that really a good system? Sega Saturn. Okay. It's got games like Knights, Sonic Jam, Panic Rangers, Virtua Fighter 2, Fast Mega Mix, Sega Rally. What can you see in them? Just one developer, Sega. Nothing else in there. But what about the other developers? That, you know, the system didn't do so well in 3D hardware. It looked terrible. The other games on the system from the developers didn't hardly come on it. It's just all from Sega. And because of that, it didn't do so well. Just one developer, you're not going to get anywhere. Okay? There weren't any other games from other developers, and he wasn't making the console very interesting. So this console wasn't that interesting either. I'm just going to go to just one more system. Sega Saturn is not good as Panasonic 3DO. I'll just tell you a bit later on. Now we're going to go into Sony PlayStation. Whew. This can be a bit frustrating. Now when we look at Sony PlayStation, Panasonic 3DO. Panasonic 3DO is a great competitor when it comes to Sony PlayStation. Panasonic 3DO had similar games that Sony PlayStation had. Let me name you some. Off-World Interceptor, Total Eclipse, Jex, Star Blade. Flipping amazing game on 3DO. Trust me, man. Panasonic 3DO, killer game. Star Blade. Alright. You couldn't hardly see no difference, man. Sorry, barely. It was a bit flashy on PlayStation. Nothing much difference. Star Blade. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Need for Speed. Road Rash. Now look at most out to these games. You know Need for Speed, right? They constantly kept on using Need for Speed 2, Need for 3, all of them Need for Speed games are all rubbish. They were all rubbish. And then Road Rash brought the next game called Road Rash Jailbreak. The game was terrible. It's awful. Right? These are two primary examples. Right? Jex. I think brought a game called, was it Jex 3D, something like that? Enter the Jekko, whatever it was. That game was flipping terrible. Can you see where I'm coming from? The original games that came on Panasonic 3DO, they were better than PlayStation. Do you know these games I was talking about? The further on games, they came on PlayStation. They were terrible. Now, the Sony PlayStation only shines with Wipeout, Tekken, and Ridge Racer, and Gran Turismo, nothing else. It's got games just like that. Because it's a further on system, isn't it? It went beyond. From 94, 95, 96. Yeah, it kept releasing games like that. And that's why it's got these kind of games. But literally, if you look at it, Panasonic 3DO had the best games compared to PlayStation. I'm on about the original games that came on Panasonic 3DO. They weren't good on the Sony PlayStation. They were terrible. I don't want to just stop there. But Panasonic 3DO had much better games than that. Let's just say some of these games. Let's see what I can think top of my head. Gridders. Wow. What was the most amazing puzzle game I've ever seen. There was a guy, right? It was in 3D. He's moving blocks. He's turning them around and he's plunking them up. The game was amazing. Gridders, Shockwave, Need for Speed, what I just told you, Road Rash, Killing Time, Blade Force. One of them came from Panasonic. Burning Soldier, yeah, that one. Burning Soldier, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, again another one which was published by Panasonic. There were quite a lot of good games on Panasonic 3DO, believe me on that. There were a lot of good gems on it. Return Fire, flipping hell, was epic stuff. There was that one. Way of the Warrior, Samurai Showdown, Supreme Warrior. Do you know which game I really liked a lot? Balls, the director's cut. It might sound really stupid and really boring. It isn't. When you play, the game's amazing. It's a really good game. And Way of the Warrior was really good. Yeah. And Samurai Showdown, Super Street Fighter Turbo were great games on it from Japanese developers. They were great impacts on the Panasonic 3DO. They did a good job on it. So they were a good. There's another game, right, which was made by Electronic Arts. Wow. Space Hulk. The further on Space Hulk games were flipping rubbish. They were crap. I think they kept on releasing them now, even on the, like this, I think they were PlayStation 4 or something like that? PlayStation 3? They were crap. They released some more. They still weren't good. Even in this generation, they're still crap, some of these games. Yeah. Oh, some of these games that came now, they're still crap. I think back in the 90s, right, it was very entertaining, right? In my opinion, right, Panasonic 3DO is better than Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, SNK Neo Geo AS, Neo Geo CD, Atari Jaguar, Sega Saturn. In some bits and bats, it's better than Sony PlayStation as well. Yeah. Apparently, obviously, there are other games like Gran Turismo and Wipeout. That's a different story. But the same games that Panasonic 3DO had, and then when PlayStation trying to increase that potential with newer games, they were no good. You gotta look at that. It's terrible. So, amount of machines, even Atari Jaguar CD, even that couldn't beat the Panasonic 3DO. No, it's quality, man. It's quality. All of these machines, right, none of these systems are not good as Panasonic 3DO. Forget about the sales. Doesn't matter if they dominated or not. But in a real sense, Panasonic 3DO was better than all these machines. Now I'm going to make the video a bit more further. Panasonic 3DO had other stuff on it as well. Panasonic 3DO had extension underneath, right? They were trying to reach a machine called Panasonic 3DO M2. Now, Panasonic 3DO is a 32-bit multiplayer system, but the Panasonic 3DO M2 was a 64-bit games console. It would have been blistering, amazing graphics. He didn't want to really progress with that system. He cancelled it because he knew that Panasonic 3DO wasn't doing so well, and that's why he had to stop all this. There was no use because he already messed it up with the 3 disadvantages I told you, especially the price tag was too high. Everybody, people who saw the Panasonic 3DO, they don't want to see anymore because he messed you up. If you get the starting wrong, right, no one's gonna like the machine. No one's gonna like it. Yeah. No one will like it. I think Panasonic 3D probably even be even further systems like Nintendo GameCube and Nintendo Wii U. I think it was even better than them as well. Oh yeah, it was. Because the support that Panasonic 3D had from third-party developers, it was strong. But if you look at Nintendo GameCube, a lot of the Nintendo GameCube games were old. They were coming from Mega Drive and Dreamcast. There weren't that many games from the developers on Nintendo GameCube, you know. And then even Nintendo Wii U, the Nintendo Wii U was a disaster anyway. It didn't do so well. And on that as well, there wasn't much support. Or even on Nintendo Wii U, the starting was bad. It was marketed very bad, wasn't it? And people thought, look at Nintendo Wii U, it was a Nintendo Wii, right? They thought the Wii U means an upgrade, and they just thought it was just a Wii just upgraded. Instead of white color, it went into black color, and it just gave it a controller called a gamepad. People didn't even know it was a new machine. They just thought it was another just Nintendo Wii console. You know, another of its family from Nintendo Wii. They thought that. But this time, we just got a game controller on it. They thought that, you know. Because of that, people couldn't understand it. You know, when 2 of the machines on the market, especially in Arca Superstore, Nintendo Wii used to be here, Nintendo Wii U used to be here. And when people used to look at it, they thought it's just another Nintendo Wii U. They just look at that. Anyway, so that was a bad start for that. We're not going to go too much into that. So Panasonic 3DO starting was bad. Okay, that's what it was. And Panasonic 3DO M2, right, was another console, and it was underneath extension. So it would have been 2 consoles, just like the Sega Mega Drive and Mega CD. Same thing like that. It was like that, like an add-on for it. Yeah. And that was cancelled by Panasonic. He wasn't scared because it's an add-on. He only cancelled it because he knew that Panasonic 3DO wasn't doing so good. because of the price tag. Because the price was too expensive and nobody could afford that. The other thing that the Panasonic 3DO was, it was something special about it that I don't know if many people know about this. If you look at on the right of the system, I assume both of the models got this. They're not going to tell you, would people still want to buy this thing, yeah? I'll tell you at the end. Right aside, there's extension, right? That was for the video CD adapter, right? Now the VCD adapter, right? What's a VCD? VCD was another of the video movie discs. Do you remember them? Which were made on audio series of 99 minutes. Discs and all that. It's a very old technology. Wasn't crystal clear, but the movies looked great on it. Like quality of like a videotape. It was good to have some discs on there. It's quite experienced though, isn't it? Yeah, I think I still got some VCDs. I don't have enough though, but I do have some. You probably can still buy them on the internet if you can find some. So there was an adapter where you could connect to the right of the system, and you can see from the side, on the right hand side, and this VCD, right, adapter, you can watch films. Did you get a remote control with it though? What do you guys think? Was there a remote control with it? Or do you have to use a game controller with it? No, you can use a remote control with it. Panasonic always release remote controls with their devices. I think if you look that back in 1993, these are great technology, right? You gotta think that you can use photo CDs, VCD CDs. It was great, man. Okay, and the system was using CDs. There was so the Panasonic 3DO FZ1 was a front loader, and Panasonic 3DO FZ10 was a top loader. Now, in today's world, top loading doesn't exist anymore. Okay, that would look really out of date. I mean, if somebody wanted to buy from these two models, right, would it be the FZ1 or would it be the FZ10? The choice is yours. Would you really want a really out-of-date style? Because top loading doesn't exist anymore. If you look at the DVD players and Blu-ray players nowadays, they're front loading, aren't they? So yeah, it's entirely up to you what you really prefer. Both of the game's console designs, right, they were absolutely amazing. I am not joking to you. If you go to YouTube and you watch some of the videos, right, you know what a lot of people say? There was this design that Panasonic came up with. It was one of the most amazing design in game console history. It actually is. If you look at the new system which are coming from Sony and Microsoft, look at the Sony PS5. Look at the design of that damn thing. It looks like a Wi-Fi router. That's what people said. Is that even a good design? It looks flipping ugly. Black from the middle, white from the whole side. It's made from the game controller, isn't it? By made. And then the Microsoft Xbox Series X. Look at that. What the hell is that? It looks like it's some kind of a tower. Some kind of like a music box. Like a sound box. What kind of daft designs are these? Would you say these designs are really good for your video cabinets? I wouldn't say that. Both of the designs from Sony and Microsoft are ugly. They're both ugly. Do you remember? So in 3DO brand, right, there's Panasonic, Gold Star, Sanyo. I tell you straight, don't get me wrong, all of the designs were amazing, but the best one was from Panasonic. Okay? By far, the ugliest design was one from Sanyo. Gold Star wasn't very bad. From the middle, it was light grey. From the outside was darker grey, wasn't it? The Gold Star was one like that. I don't know if you can still get the Gold Star one. Probably can. Yeah. Now, the final part of the video. I already told you that the Panasonic 3DO has better games than Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, SNK, Neo Geo, SNK Neo Geo AS, Neo Geo CD, Atari Jaguar, Sega Saturn, so I just got for one game studio, and bits and bats from Sony PlayStation as well. I would say around about 40 to 65% is better than PlayStation as well. I think it is. Because what the original games what came on the Panasonic 3DO, and when the Sony PlayStation came out, and you know the sequels to them games, they were absolutely rubbish. Rubbish. They weren't good sequels, they were really bad. So Sony just went for his other games like Tekken, Ridge Racer Type 4, Wipeout 3 Special Edition, blah blah blah. That's the only thing they shined on. Okay? Bushido Blade, Turbo Number 1, whatever. It was stuff like that. But I think it should have shined on Panasonic 3DO's sequels. It didn't do that. I was pretty disappointed on that. So I still think Panasonic 3DO is better than Sony PlayStation. In a way, it is. Yeah? So it's better than all these machines. So, the actual games, right, on the Panasonic 3DO, FZ1, FZ10, one's a single speed, one's a twin speed. Both of the systems are the same. They do look different in designs. One looks really thick, right? It's quite thick. But it looks really beautiful. It's a front-loading system. FZ1 is. Looks really nice with two lights on there from left to right. And the FZ10 is like coming down like a car shape. Looks really nice. The LED lights on the right hand side. Yeah, both on the right hand side. Same colors like the FZ1. Looks really nice as well still. But it's top loader. Can be old fashioned. I don't think it looks like a great experience having a top loading, doesn't it? I think lots of people would prefer front loading rather than top loading. Yeah, the choice is all up to you. But Panasonic 3DO, the systems I mentioned, all of them to you in this video, is better than all of them. Yeah, it's better than all of them. Because Panasonic 3DO had some of the greatest games in that era. If we talk about from 1990 up to 1990, what can we say? 1997 or 1998, taken up to PlayStation, is a really cool system. I think he has the whole damn thing to himself. Yeah, lots of people don't understand this, but it is the best system, all of them. I think from Sega Mega Drive all the way up to PlayStation is better than all these machines. It's got one of the Panasonic 3DO has the greatest games alive on all of these platforms. Yeah, it does. You gotta see some of the list, man. Games like, I think it's Twisted and stuff like Twisted, Blade Force, Killing Time, Super Street Fighter Turbo, Starblade, Gridders, Balls Director Scott, Way of the Warrior, Samurai Showdown, Supreme Warrior. Supreme Warrior was like real movie characters. You're fighting there for real, man. There's real movie characters in there. It's like a movie, man. Really good. So there's quite a lot of interesting things. In my next video, I'll be talking about its games. And I'm going to give you the full list of the games that Panasonic 3DO has. Trust me, it has more than 100 games. And most majority of games are epic on it. Yeah, you might not think that, but they are. Apparently they are. It's a very impressive system. Don't bother about how it's sold. And if it did bad, don't worry about all that. But the Panasonic 3DO, all the systems I mentioned in this video is better than all of them. Definitely. It's better than all of them. You gotta imagine how good this system is, right? And the features it had in that time. And it's better than all of these machines. It's really a great system. It's really amazing how it's better than all these machines. And people just let it down and saying that, oh, it's that and that, I didn't do so well, the sales weren't that good. It's not about sales, it's about quality. Panasonic 3DO is all about quality, man. It's quality. I used to have a Panasonic 3DO myself. I don't have one right now, I'm being honest with you. I don't have one right now. I'm going to buy another one because I'm really impressed of its library of games. It's a very impressive piece of hardware, and Panasonic 3DO is a great system. So in my next video, I will be telling you about the Panasonic 3DO game list and talk about some of the games I know that I owned. Okay? One of the epic games I ever played from Electronic Arts on there was Space Hulk. There was this villain there. Yo, come through here, man. He was wicked, that game was epic. A lot of people haven't heard of that game, but it's a really good game. And it says Games Workshop at the bottom, because this game is made from a board game. Space Hulk was a board game. It's made from that. So anyway, Panasonic 3DO is amazing. It's epic. It's got really high quality games. So don't let all of these other things that put you down. It's really an amazing system. So do actually pick one up from eBay and try out for yourself. It's a great system. Don't ignore it. Believe me, it's better than all the systems I just mentioned here. It's better than all of them. You have to just try it out and find out. You'll be very impressed how good this really system is and the way the people let it down. So Panasonic did a really good job. Whether Panasonic will release a Panasonic 3DO Mini Classic Edition is very unlikely, but we can only just hope it does release in the future. I swear, man, to release something like that, that'd be amazing, isn't it? Because I think Panasonic gaming console business can increase. Because if you release the Panasonic 3DO Mini Classic Edition, you know, a lot of people get really scared. Some of these companies, yeah? Let me say something. Because, like, when these systems didn't do well back in the past, right? That doesn't matter. They should just release these mini consoles again, right? Even Panasonic is not very, you know, he's very scared that he's going to fail again. He feels like that. What Panasonic should do, he should release at least mini consoles of 250 games console models. Release 250 of them. Release 250 and see how it goes. And if these 250 models don't do well, then just cancel the whole project. And release, release something like between 100 to 200 models and see how it goes. But if they start selling fast, then prepare to release some more models on it. I think it's good. At least they should try to release a minimum of 100 models. A minimum should be 100 models. If the maximum they want to release models, it should be 200, and see how it sells. But if the Panasonic 3D Mini Classic Edition sells, it's doing well. And from there, right, you can, you can, right, you can get progression from there. Like if you got the Panasonic 3DO Mini, right, Mini Classic Edition, and it sells well, then Panasonic will have faith he can go and release a very powerful console in the near future. He can go and do that. But if he doesn't try, how does he know that? Because now it's all changed. Because people will pick up any console which they think is interesting. And Panasonic 3DO is not a normal system. It's equivalent to Sony PlayStation technology. It's kind of like Sony PlayStation, isn't it? It's got similar games like that. You know what? I think it's could sell well. You gotta think that Sony PlayStation Classic Edition, that didn't do so well. Because Sony company is dumb. They didn't put that many good games on it. You gotta imagine if Panasonic releases 3DO Mini Classic Edition, if he puts some good games in pre-installed in the system, he probably could do well. He should think on putting games like Need for Speed, Super Street Fighter Turbo, Samurai Shodown. Imagine putting games like that in the system. It will sell, trust me. And yeah, if that sells, then he can have a brighter future by using a more powerful console in the future. I think Panasonic should think into that. I don't know if Panasonic is listening to me or watching this because he doesn't have faith, does he? But I think he should watch some of our videos, watch my videos on Panasonic 3DO and see, right, what I am saying and what Panasonic can do in the near future. He shouldn't ignore it. Because I think Panasonic is the world's largest electronic company, you know. It's not a normal company, you know. Panasonic shouldn't think like that. He can't do well in games console. He could. He can do it now. The time is right. But he needs to release Panasonic 3DO Mini Classic Edition first. To prove to people if people still like the Panasonic 3DO or not. Release it and find out the real truth. Release at least a minimum of 100 these mini classic consoles and see how it goes. If it sells, man, you can think of releasing the next generation Panasonic games console, man. You can go and release that then. So hope this has been a very interesting Panasonic 3DO 32 multiplayer gaming console. It's one of the greatest systems from the times from Sega Mega Drive up to Sony PlayStation. I think it could rumble other consoles as well, after the Sony PlayStation as well. But I'm not going to go through all that. I think it could. Because there's other machines that didn't do so well as well. They didn't have that kind of library of games. They didn't have them kind of developers as well. They didn't have that many. The other systems after PlayStation 1, there were machines like that as well. I can name you some more. Look at the Sony PlayStation 3. Look at the state of that. Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii U. Look at them. They didn't do so well. Did they have a good third-party support under their money? No. Now, if you look at these systems as well, they are worse than Panasonic 3D as well. Because if you look at the lineup library of games on Panasonic 3DO, they're more interesting even than three machines. Sony PlayStation 3, right, and Nintendo GameCube, and Nintendo Wii U. You think that, but you are thinking that PlayStation 3 had tons of next generation games. You really think so? But the PlayStation 3 games were all coming from PC. They weren't original, were they? They weren't nothing more exclusive games. They were just ripping off PC games. There weren't that many good games on that machine either. Not really. PlayStation 3, GameCube. What was GameCube doing? Mega Drive and Dreamcast games. They were all old games. There weren't new games on there really. And then Wii U didn't even have amazing third-party support. Nobody even thought it was a new machine. They just thought it was a Nintendo Wii. You gotta think that the Panasonic 3DO can be a more exciting machine than them. You don't know that the Panasonic 3DO the lineup of games it had more exciting games even the PlayStation 3, GameCube and Wii U. It did. It had better games than them as well. It don't matter if they're more powerful, they're more modern. That doesn't matter. The point is that the Panasonic 3DO had exciting games. It had stuff that you will come again and again. I had a Sony PS4. I don't want to be funny with you. How many exclusive games does Sony PS4 even have? How many does it have? Not many. There's very limited on there. A lot of these games are just remakes. The Sony PS4 is just remakes. I don't think it's a great system, really. You know, I actually sold that. I sold the machine. I got bored of it. All it was just doing, releasing lots of remakes and very limited exclusives on it. Very limited. You know what? I don't even think that system is as good as Panasonic 3DO. PlayStation 4 isn't. No, it isn't. Panasonic 3DO had a lot of original games. It did. Now these games were not on any other platform. What are these other machines doing? Yeah, what are they doing? PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, GameCube, Wii U. What were they doing? They were taking games from older system. They weren't original. If you keep on buying systems with older games, you're going to get bored of them because you already played them, haven't you? Oh, I played this game before. Why are they releasing a game? They keep on doing that. But Panasonic 3DO, every game it released, it was original. It was original. Even they on about the Super Street Fighter 2. Super Street Fighter 2 new challenges. That was a Sega Mega Drive Super Nintendo game. But the Panasonic 3DO was Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It's not the same game. You gotta think, every game it was releasing, it was different. It was different. A lot of them are original. Some of these games were probably for Mega CD. Think they were, weren't they? But a lot of them were original. But you know the games that were more original from Panasonic 3DO lineup of games, they were more better. That the similar games that were released from Mega CD to the Panasonic 3DO, yeah, they were more better. So I'm gonna, in my next video, tell you more about them games. You're gonna be astonished. You're gonna be amazed how good these games really are. How 1990s gaming is even better than the gaming of 2020. This 2020 gaming is not exciting. All of these three machines from Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, the ones we got right now, it's full of remakes. I'm not joking, they're old games. Just take a look at them. Guess what? Sony PS4 is going to make more remakes. Oh, bloody hell. Will you stop making remakes? They're not original. You know what? You end up just gonna throw the consoles away. They get really boring, man. They're really boring. So anyway, Panasonic was totally original. So in my next video, I will talk about its games. I keep on saying that next video. Sorry about that. In my next video, I will talk about Panasonic 3D's most amazing and epic games. Oh my god, there was another game called Kingdom of the Far Reaches. And there were some games based on Dungeons and Dragons. Flipping heck, this machine was awesome. There was some games around there as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about the Panasonic 3DO game list. All of them. I'm gonna show you every single one and talk about them. And I hope you guys will enjoy my video next time. So see you. Till then, keep your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.